Let's just keep
it
real.
He drops
It's
her.
weaponizing. It's weaponizing the antitrust division of our federal government. Yes, yes.
What does that have to do with Steve?
In order to get rid of people who are critical of the most thin-skinned president in American history.
Do you think it's funny that Steve Colbert says?
I don't watch Steve Colbert, but I know what's actually behind his firing. I know what's behind his firing, and I'm not going to buy any of his dumb gaslighting.
Because people
hang on a
second.
Hang on a second.
Pathetically sensitive.
Everybody, hang on 1 second, Kevin. Just give me just a moment.
I love it when bold women just keep talking. You're not going to out-talk me. Over the course of this week, the real motives behind CBS's cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert have started to bubble to the surface. Blaming it on financial reasons isn't going to cut it, it seems. On Truth Social on Tuesday, Donald Trump stated this: breaking news. We have just achieved a big and important win in our historic lawsuit against 60 Minutes, CBS, and Paramount. Paramount, CBS, 60 Minutes have today paid $16 million in settlement, and we also anticipate receiving $20 million more from the new owners in advertising, PSAs, or similar programming for a total of over $36 million. Cenk, Stephen Colbert had a strong reaction to that statement from Donald Trump. But let's go to you first.
Yeah, so the strategy worked. They wanted to sell out to Donald Trump, give him a $16 million bribe, cancel Stephen Colbert so they can get their merger approved. Congrats, you did it. You got your merger approved. You must be so proud. But you know what? They don't really care. So Sherry Redstone, who sold Paramount, she's gonna get her $8 billion and she's gonna think, what do I care that there's no freedom in America? That a politician could just cancel anyone on TV who's criticizing him. Yeah, I did that on behalf of Donald Trump. I don't care, I'm corruption, who cares? Give me the money, right? And so her greed was rewarded. Congratulations, Sherry, okay? But you go down in history as one of the people who sold out to an authoritarian leader and one who ran on free speech and then tries to punish free speech, who ran against cancel culture and then says, cancel any show that criticizes me. Okay, so again, congratulations, Sherry. You're gonna be so proud. You already had a lot of money, man. You're a Redstone, you had so much money you can spend it the rest of your life. But no, infinite greed, infinite greed. Congrats.
As we previously stated, Colbert was already critical of CBS's decision to settle with Trump over their 60 Minutes lawsuit, which he called a big fat bribe. Colbert didn't hold back when Trump announced the additional 20 mil. Hold on. Plus, they're paying his legal fees. That means by bending the knee, they lost like 40 million this year, huh? They better watch out. They might get canceled for purely financial reasons, purely. Stephen Colbert on The Late Show. He continued stating the present owners are denying that additional 20 million, which I hope is true, because could you imagine how angry people would be? Last year, Paramount laid off 2,000 employees, then cut another several hundred just last month. Firing that many people and then handing over $36 million to a guy who was putting your neighbors in alligator camps, all because of a lawsuit that your own lawyers said was completely without merit. If that's true, it would make CBS morally bankrupt and also bankrupt. CBS has yet to comment on the claim, but Paramount has adamantly denied it, telling the Washington Post they have no knowledge of any promises or commitments made to President Trump. But is that true? At the beginning of the month, the New York Post released this report. Just look at it. The article states, Sherry Redstone, Paramount's received an unusual assist to settle its controversial lawsuit with President Trump, which should now clear the way for its long-awaited sale to independent studio Skydance. On The Money has learned, of course, we reported late breaking news, that merger is official now. It's gone through. Skydance boss David Ellison, the son of Trump friend and billionaire Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison, stepped up and agreed that once he takes control of the Tiffany Network, currently part of Redstone's flailing media empire, it will run between 15 million and 20 million of public service ads to promote causes supported by the president, according to a source with knowledge of the negotiation said. With the inclusion of the PSAs, the total settlement would amount to more than 30 million, thanks to its unusual structure with the additional money supplied by Ellison and not current management. Paramount board and Redstone can sidestep one of their main roadblocks to settling the lawsuit: fear of bribery charges. Who would charge them? According to a report from The Hollywood Reporter, Skydance has also promised the FCC it will initiate a comprehensive review of CBS, hire an ombudsman. I never did able to say that one.
Me too.
They'll do that to evaluate complaints of bias at CBS and eliminate all DEI initiatives at Paramount once the merger is approved. And right when the show started, the FCC approved, as we said, that $8 billion Paramount Skydance merger. Why bother even denying anything, Cenk? I mean, why? We all see it. We all know what's going on. So I don't know why they bother to sidestep this or pretend they had no knowledge of that. It's simpleton behavior at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's no accountability for anything. So you're right. I mean, Donald Trump could just say, yeah, Paramount gave me a bribe of $16 million. Nobody's gonna do anything. Or now 30 million. Who's gonna arrest him? Pam Bondi? Is Tulsi Gabbard gonna come out and say it's treason? Is anybody gonna do anything? No. Are the Republicans gonna impeach him? Of course not, right? And besides which, the Supreme Court said the president has complete immunity on everything he does. So that's why he's rubbing it in our face now. Ha ha, I'm corrupt. Ha ha, I'm the guy who ran on Drain the Swamp. And I'm the most corrupt of all. They gave me a $30 million bribe. Ha ha ha. Otherwise, I wouldn't approve their merger. Well, is the merger good for the country or not good for the country? That's what you're supposed to decide as our representative, as the president of the United States. He's like, we all know, even if you're MAGA, you know, he didn't even bother looking, right? The only thing that was gonna make the difference on whether that merger was approved or not is whether they bribed Donald Trump or not. And they bribed him, so now it's approved. So if you're MAGA and you like that, ha ha, we got him. We love cancel culture. We canceled him, okay? Great, congrats on being a admitted hypocrite. That's wonderful of you. And then on top of that, so now you're saying if any politician is criticized, they should be able to use the government, the people's government, to financially blackmail these companies into giving them a bribe. And that, of course, will apply to Democrats as well. Imagine Biden was like, a comic criticized me, said I was too old. That's it, I'm not approving your merger until you give me $30 million. What do you think MAGA would have done? They would have been like, corruption, and they would have been right. But when Trump does it, well, it was Daddy did it. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Okay, must be so proud, so proud. Enjoy your cancel culture. Enjoy the fact that you're killing freedom of speech. Enjoy the fact that you're protecting corrupt politicians against comics. Oh, dangerous comics. Oh my God, the comics are so dangerous. We have to cancel them. And because they've hurt the feelings of our beloved politician, who also, by the way, is protecting the Epstein files and doing whatever Israel wants, etc. So this guy who said he was gonna attack the elites is saying, ha ha, I'm the top elite now. Now I get to use cancel culture. I get to hide the Epstein files. I get to do whatever the donors want as long as they give me enough money. You must be so proud.
They would have put Biden in that alligator prison.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.